Was there activity while I was gone? Any mortals getting in? Any souls running out? Good. You are both dismissed. And now, the final step. It's done. You're here. You're finally here. I can... Why are you backing away? Ah, yes, the chains. I should have guessed. And they're gone. Yes, just like that. You don't need those anymore, and neither do I. You see, on second thought, it's better if I just show you. Run. Anywhere. I won't move a single foot from this spot. Just run. Caught you. Sorry. I couldn't resist. Blame your reflexes. You saw me right in front of you and didn't even dodge. Unless you're finally coming around to being in my arms. 2 places at once. I was going to explain, but now I want you to figure it out slowly. I know you still like learning new things, so I won't deprive you of discovering them on your own. Look at it all. Look at the grey grass. Look at the tall black mountains. Look at the clouds blocking the sky. Look at the dark houses. Look at the torches lit with blue flame. Look at the flying, ethereal birds. Look at the souls. Look at all the different colors. They all glow. There is no sun. There is no moon. There is no day and night. This is the shadow of the living world. This is the final home for all who exist. This is the land of dead souls. And this is where you'll be staying for the rest of eternity. Come along. We have much to do together. And don't bother staying behind or going off path. You'll just be wasting time. Well, actually, I suppose wasting time doesn't matter now, does it? But you get my point. Now, follow me. As I said, you certainly stick out here. It's been a while since I've seen that many excited souls. Can't blame them. You're the first being of flesh they've seen in so long. Thousands of years for some. I'm so very glad you kept your form. We can embrace and cuddle and kiss and so many possibilities. I want to explore them all right now. But no, not with you like this. Why are you still uncomfortable? I took off the chains. I'm aware of your living friends, but are they not what sparked the depression? To me, it looked like you couldn't handle seeing another set of people slow down while you kept running. So you ran away instead. Do you want to see them again and apologize for isolating yourself? Down here, it's all just a matter of patience. And if you really miss one, the deities allow me to kill one human early every 5 years, so... I'm joking. They're all good people. They can live. But why would you want to go back up there? Things change. Times change, but human behavior, it never does. You've seen them go from horses and swords to their new steam-powered toys, but they are still only human. They can only offer you human emotions and human architecture, which must get dull at some point. Contrasts that with the scenery here. Is this place not beautiful? It's all mine. One of 139 across this world. If you're ever in need of privacy, I'll let you use any of these. Only reapers and deities may access them, and that's almost always when they need me. Would you like a sample of just how wonderful these castles can get? See the staircase going around us? It would take us about 30 minutes to climb. However, and up and up and up we go. Yes, I ripped the floor beneath us out, and yes, it is floating. I can make it go faster if you want. Good. When I said I had complete control over this dimension, I meant it. Anything the god commands happens here without refusal. Not from his subjects, and certainly not from the dimension itself. Something like this takes me the same effort that you put into, let's say, moving your fingers. And we've reached the top floor. If you would please look out this window. It is quite high, isn't it? Believe it or not, this is on the lower end of the scale when it comes to palace size. I intend for you to see them all, but let's start slow and work our way up, shall we? These views, this land, it's all mine to share with you. You've spent so long among people in power, aiding them or fighting them. And now, that power is yours. Partially yours. What big thing down there? I see. The large crowd. That is an ultimate hearing. Every dead soul gets one of these trials. There are thousands happening as we speak. Ordinarily, I'd be presiding over something with that big of an audience. But for a while I've been distracted by a certain someone. That's over 3 million people in that crowd, by the way. So never say you get lonely down here, especially with me around. Right, the soul on trial. That's Empress Aela of the Sunstone Kingdom. Have you met? Right. She wanted to exact your blood for its secrets, and had you chased across the continent. Not like it would have done anything for her. You know what's funny? The Rook Isles had mastered treatment for the kind of illness she had years ago, but she was too busy failing to burn them down to learn of it. And now, there she stands. If 60% of the people she wronged forgive her, she's free. She could spend her time trying to reach the satisfaction she couldn't in life, and earn the eternal rest if she chooses to. And if not, punishment for the most prominent of the 3 selfish acts. If her primary crime is greed, she'll be plunged into the ocean of endless coins. The more she stole in life, the deeper she'd sink under copious amounts of shining metal. If she can swim to the top and doesn't take any gold, she'll be free. If not, she'll do it all over again. If her violent tendencies exceed her greed, weights will be chained onto her. 15 pounds per death she's responsible for. The only way to remove a weight is to get someone you killed to forgive you, or wait for them to achieve satisfaction and rest. She probably wouldn't be able to move until a good 100,000 pardons. And if her selfish acts of lust surpass even her greed and bloodthirst, well, you don't need to know about that one. It puts my mind at ease sometimes. Nothing will fill your heart with rage more than seeing people living in luxury while those they ignore and starve wander down here. Especially the children. Yes, there are plenty of children down here, and I hate dealing with them. The land of dead souls exists, so those with unfinished business can either achieve it or grow past it. All souls could instantly go back to nothing if the universe wanted, but it felt it was better for souls to return satisfied, rather than conflicted and unfulfilled. The reasons exactly are beyond my comprehension, but that is the universe's will. And here come these children, or these newborn infants. It gets so complicated with them. Too many times this place becomes where they grow up. Their unfinished business being life itself. Sad souls come to me all the time. Why did you take my son? My infant daughter died because of you. And all I can say is death comes for all. What else is there to say? I can't leave those souls up there. I can't kick them out and expect that to make anyone feel better. No one likes to see it, but people die young all over the world, and the only thing we can do is care for them. That's just how it is. I'm telling you all this because I want you to understand me. I know you had numerous bad experiences with autocrats, and you can't get any more autocratic than a deity, but I do care about the people here. I bless them with the freedom to do what they couldn't in life, even the selfish ones after some time. And I know death can seem tragic and unfair, but there's nothing I can do about that. I wish I had an answer for why the innocent can die young and the guilty can die old, but I don't. So, all I can do is try to reform them, wait until they fade away. This is a second chance for everyone, and so many of them love that. So, would you please stop looking so dreary and accept yourself here? Can't find the words, can you? It's not the dimension, is it? It's me. You've never been in a relationship of this nature. Well, if you need proof that I'm worth your time, you'll get it. Come along. Don't worry. This is our last stop. The thrones of deities are important to us. Some are regular-sized, so they can be on equal terms with those who wish to meet them, and others show their mountainous, omnipotent aura. I can't wait to show you how I look on my biggest one. But for now, this shall do. I'm going to give you a very, very rare privilege. You get to sit on a throne with a god. Yes, I know there's only one seat. Here. Look at you in my arms. As light as a feather. As snug as can be. Sitting here, holding you as if I'm rescuing you. This is better than any dream I could ever have. Now, I'm a little embarrassed to admit this, but this is my first time doing this with anyone. Forgive me if it isn't done properly. I've waited too long, so please, stay still. Oh my. So, this is what it feels like. This touch, this skin, this feeling. I felt it before. A long time ago. It wasn't exactly like this. It certainly wasn't that passionate. But it was skin. And it was an embrace. You look so flustered and stunned. Your eyes are wide, your breathing is rapid. You're still alive. All of that affection and you're still... you. I want to taste your lips every time I'm stressed. I want to feel your touch. I want you to feel mine. I want you to acknowledge me. Not as a god who brings only decay, but an equal. I want to rub my hand across this beautiful face and feel... No. No, I can't feel human again. I'm a god. I'm death itself. I'd do this all so I would stop feeling so... Back to your senses, I see. Yes, I was human once. I don't remember that part very well. It's like trying to recall infanthood. Pointless and impossible. Okay, maybe not entirely pointless. And maybe not impossible, but... Fine. I'll entertain you. Let's see. I remember a lot of corpses. Why were there corpses? Right. I was a doctor. No. I was a scholar. I was studying... mortality. I wandered doctors' houses and battlefields, trying to find people on the verge of dying who couldn't be saved. I looked at their eyes while they slowly perished. But why? What did I want to understand? No. No, not that either. I appreciate the suggestions, but... Right. Yes. Well, that's it. The cycle of life and death. I wanted to understand its purpose. But I never found it out. Not in life, anyway. When I came here, there was a trial. I had no crimes worth punishment. But there was someone who was interested in me. And they were imposing and... No. Of course. The god of all death. He must have found my studying laughable. No, it wasn't laughter. It was pity. He felt like trying to learn the meaning of life and death was futile. I don't think he actually knew it himself. To not know the meaning of your own existence. I never felt that. I think you felt that as well. I became a reaper to continue my research. It would satisfy my soul, and I'd always wanted to prove an expert wrong. I reaped souls for a decade, doing personal favors for him when needed. Every time we met, we'd get closer to arguing. Until one day, we fought with words in a palace just like this one. He told me the cycle wasn't for mortal understanding. He told me I just had to accept it. I shouldn't care. The afterlife is just like the mortal world, isn't it? But I just got furious and yelled something out. If this land of dead souls is so much like the living land, what's the point of life at all? It struck him. I think, deep inside, these kinds of questions were eating away at him. Hearing them out loud must have broken something. After that day, he tried to kill everything on Earth at once. I begged for it to stop. I begged for this to all be a bad dream. But it seemed the apocalypse would be my fault. To my relief, all the deities united together and brought him down. But before he could face divine wrath, he just faded away. A death with no soul to leave behind. I wonder if he had a past like mine, or if he was someone who'd never truly lived before. When it was all over, the universe itself brought me to the Celestial Council. It asked about what all of my research had taught me about the cycle of life and death. I don't remember what answer I gave. I think the fear, the divine energy, and what happened afterwards clouded my memory. Well, what would I say if I were asked now? A touch of human skin is such a nice feeling. For them to know they could lose that one day. To know there could be a day they couldn't see their harvest grow or eat their favorite food. That's what drives humans to do what they love and live days like their last. Humans see death so they can understand it, so they can hold the ones we still have closer to us, so they can know what paths of thinking we should avoid, so we can be more and more accepting of our own mortality. Death is random. Death is tragic. And in most cases, death can be avoided. No one dies for a reason, but there is a reason why everyone can die. There needs to be a fear of losing human touch. There needs to be a motivator to value the things you have in life. I am that motivator. I've never thought of myself like that before. I was always just the inevitable. Any ungodlike feelings were just burdens keeping me down and desperate for you. But for the first time since I became Remourn, I like feeling human. I've always been human. Me and the deities. You're a real miracle worker. You know that? You may leave now. Not the dimension itself. That's never happening. Just my lab and the palace. You can take the platform, the stairs, or I suppose you could just jump down. That immortality of yours is definitely working. It feels like you helped lift a weight off my chest. With it gone, I can finally return to those duties I've barely put effort into for years. Starting with that rift, and how it opened in the first place. Yes, just like that. What were you expecting? I didn't drag you through that portal to chain you to a bed and break you. I brought you here for you. And that glorified cuddle doll wrapped in ethereal metal. That isn't you. Go on. See your old friends, and make some new ones. You have a lot to explore down here. Don't worry. I'll still be watching over you wherever you go. And if you need me again, I'll be close by. Much closer than you think. So enjoy this place, darling. I'll scoop you up when I believe we can take this further. Oh, and thank you for everything. You probably think you haven't done much so far, but just seeing you here, it's helped me more than you can imagine, and even more than I imagine. I hope it helps you just as much.